What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron 4. This is the KaiserReich mod. We are playing as Tsarist of Bulgaria here. Let's go ahead and continue. We're currently working on a plan to invade the Bosnians over here. And so it's pretty early on, right? It's only been about 2 months now. We need a total of 205 days to get there and properly invade them. So I'm thinking we may go up to speed 5 here for the time being, just to get things going a little bit. Here is one unassigned division, 2 of them now. I'm going to take them and plug them into purple group here for that invasion. Everyone else is sort of stacked up here on the Ottoman line, I guess is what we'll call that. Oh, you can see the Germans, the French have been at war with the Germans here, and you can see the French had made a big push into southern Germany, and now getting pushed back a little bit, threatened to be cut off there in Munich in the south, which is pretty crazy. We're going to continue also working down towards our next land doctrines here. So I'm going to go with Armored Spearhead here next, because we are working towards producing out some tanks here eventually as well. I've got Light Tank 2 in the mix to be able to be updated. Russian Republic declared war on Socialist Republic of Georgia. Interesting. And so if we move over, Austrian Empire declared war on the Italians. So things really popping off for us now with a, an overall world tension at 51% there. Double check the factions here. Recon Company 2 is done. Let's go ahead and plug into something else useful. It is 1940, so let's go ahead and get the better infantry equipment here that we're working on filling out our troops with. You can see we've got about 24,000 or so in upgrades to complete. Same with the improved artillery there, standing at about 1,050. Liberation Day, good. The anniversary of our liberation has just occurred. Stockpiling those motorized units now as well, and also stockpiling fighters and tactical bombers. We probably could stand to upgrade those eventually here. If we take a look, 1940, yes. Fighter 2s and tactical bomber 2s. If I take a look at the total stockpile here, fighters, I've got 61 of them in the stockpile. What we could do is actually go ahead and retire these air wings for the time being, since we're not at war. We could probably use them here against the Bosnians coming up. So if I go like this, fighter level 1, give you 200 here to play with, and then they do need some actual bombers here, so tactical bomber 1s. Let's put those in. I'll give them 200 as well. Okay, new naval dockyards starting to pop out for us here as I'm constructing those out, and so I'm just going to automatically fill up the heavy cruiser line there. We're going to need to update some shipping coming up. Maybe put in for some light cruisers to put into the fleet. I have destroyers already. Yeah, light cruiser is what I'm thinking next, but it is 1940 already, so we almost need to go heavy cruiser 3 first, as we're still producing out some of these older heavy cruiser 2s. Making 3.6 of them per year, though, so that's pretty good. Full on all of our resources currently. Missing the production there for the anti-tanks. If we go here to constructions. Okay, so while they're working on these new dockyards, I'm actually going to cancel these out. Naval projection power is finishing up there. Let's order some new military factories here in the heartland of the Empire. And I'm actually going to move some of this priority up like this, because we are going to want to start producing out that anti-tank as soon as possible. Bulgarian cruisers will take. So in 70 days we'll get a bonus to some cruiser research, which will be good, especially since we're starting to try and bring those up. All right, 4 divisions here. Let's bring them over that have been trained out. So I've got 43 divisions overall in total. Russians are going to eat up the Georgians there pretty easily, looks like. Persia's still holding the gates there against the Ottomans. And then the Suez here is one just big bottleneck, it looks like, as neither the Egyptians or the Ottomans able to break through that. France with another big push here going in towards Germany. Nuts, nuts, nuts. We also need to start producing out heavy or light tank 2s here in about a month or so. Those will be good until 1941. So we can produce out a small amount of those to start training, because I'm going to want to train up some armored divisions here. Like this, we'll train 3 at a time. You guys are going to pop out there in Ploven. Missing production there. Steel. I'm missing 1 steel now. Okay, let's go ahead and queue up another order from the Russians. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And we've still got a ways to go here on moving up on our efficiencies. But we are stockpiling some support equipment, so that's good to see. Light tanks, we need 890 of you. So constructions-wise, let's actually move that one up the priority list there as well. Those other dockyards can stand to wait as we are going to switch out of heavy cruiser here eventually. Okay, Georgia is finished with the Russians taking those. I don't have any foreign claims on any of these areas except for Romanian claims, so that's good to see. And Greek claims over here. We do have the Austrians with a potential beef to pick with us if we take their territory. Although the Austrians not exactly in the faction with the Germans, so you can see the Italians moving in now and doing a bang-up job there against the Austrians. Available planes and reserves. Yep, we've got quite a few of them. Okay, new heavy cruisers rolled out now, so let's put him in. 5 heavy cruisers there. So that's starting to become a viable force now for us. These 20 divisions for Purple Group here are going to roll through Bosnia, I'm expecting pretty easily. About at 150 days out of 205 or so. Computing machine is done. Sweet. So, let's go ahead and plug right into the Heavy Cruiser 3 here next. We have 2 more slots here available. Should I just automatically go up to Light Tank 3? 256 days or so. Fighters need updating. Let's grab that. And then tactical bombers here will eventually need updating. I'm tempted to go with the tank, though. The Light Tank 3. Or should we just go to medium? Let's go to Light Tank 3 there. Okay. That'll get us through 1941 at least. With the most updated light tanks available. Okay, free military factories. We're going to start stockpiling, right? And I think I'm going to start stockpiling and wait until heavy or light tank 3 is finished. So that gives us 1 extra military factory for the time being. Got 2 full lines working here. Got another civilian factory that just popped in. Trade-wise, we're looking good across these areas here now. Yep, tungsten, still good on the tungsten. So we're just going to push ahead in order to make it down towards, declaring war on the Bosnians. They don't have any ports, so that's good. The Croatians probably, you're not part of a faction or anything like that. We could probably stand to gain some territory from the Croatians here, take Zagreb, because I just want to go ahead and occupy as much of the Balkans as I possibly can here, right? You've got the island of Crete down here as well, who is allied with the Germans. So that is German possession there. Okay, assist Germany against the syndicalists. The Germans have asked us to join them in their war against syndicalism. Conservative elements in the country say that it is our sacred duty to defend Europe against syndicalism, while others say that we should not be forced to fight Germany's war for them. We owe Germany everything. I get some political power there. Political power minus 20. Send supplies and volunteers. Okay, I think that's the way to go. So we're not going to totally deny the Germans. I do want to get up to a war economy here soon, so I'm going to save these political points as well for the invasion here in Bosnia, because then once I declare war, I can hit that war economy button. Firepower superiority, good there. Constructions wise, all right, still looking at good. Still working on those military factories now. I should have 2 extras. I do. We want to get like anti-tank up and going as well. So I should probably actually, I know we said we were stockpiling them. Well, let's get somewhat of a production going here for those anti-tanks. Missing some tungsten now because of that. So let's go over here. Should we buy from Portugal? We'll buy from the Germans just to support their industry a little bit as they continue to struggle. They could actually get completely capitulated out here. And so I'm really glad I have not gone to war with them yet. Okay, so we're at least moving up the chain here for the towed anti-tank. Those are going to burn off. Those needs are going to burn off there eventually. So let's start stockpiling all net new civilian military factories for the tank production that we want to get going. Do the Croatians have any? The Croatians have a little bit of aluminum. United States was annexed. Let's check that shit out, should we? Move on over. Yeah, look at that. The Pacific States of America still exist as its own separate entity. American Union State is still in there as well. Okay. Lots of battles raging on here. Continued into... Whoa, look at Portugal, guys. Nice. Strong showing from the Portuguese there, taking Madrid and continuing to move east. This is going to look really different when some of these wars are all said and done. Okay, the justification on Bosnia is finally finished here. So let's go ahead and move in, declare war. Details, negative, okay. Declare, conquer, send. We're going to tell Purple Group to go ahead and execute, and then I'm immediately going to move to war economy. Oh. Oh, that sucks. That's right. They have to have that, they have to be stronger than me to move up to war economy. Okay. Air wings. Supply you guys here. This should go pretty quickly. But we'll have some air cover too. As we continue to move forward, I'm just going to let the AI roll through here because the Bosnians not putting up much of a fight here at all. I've lost 54 men. They've lost 6,000, if that gives you an idea. Nuts, right? So then let's go back over here. Armored Spearhead Doctrine. Max Speed, Division Attack. Can't choose that one. Alright, that was easy. Take all the states. Boom, done. Perfect. Cool. Let's take Purple Group then and tell you guys to line up against the Croatians next and automatically get a justification going. 175 days there, so we'll work on that. Portugal has finished up with the Spanish now. Look at Portugal. Craziness. They are authoritarian democratic. Nuts, right? Albania. Oh, no longer under the Ottoman rule there, so we do want to move in on Albania as well. Do they have cores? Foreign claims for Serbia, who of course no longer exists. So, let's double check that though. Non-aggression pacts with Persia, Arabia, Albania. Are you guys part of a faction? Nope. So let's start justification there as well. 235 days like that. We'll look to move in on them as soon as we can. Alright, I've got a bunch of extra military factories now. Still missing some steel. So taking all of the Bosnian territory or factories now, which is good. So as soon as Light Tank 3 finishes up, it's got another 176 days now. We are researching it early, so taking a little bit of a hit there from an overall timing perspective, but that's okay because, again, I don't want to start producing those out until we get the most updated equipment out into the field. 731k now in overall manpower, and so that's regenerating for us nicely. Let's get a couple more divisions trained up here just from an infantry standpoint. They'll start training up there almost immediately. Towed anti-tank is still working there for the front. So we have enough military factories now. I can give, I'm going to give another 2 factories to the anti-tank there. Cool. How are we looking back this way now? Good, good, good. How are the Ottomans doing? They are now just at war with Albania, the Egyptians, again the Persians, okay, and Arabia. Subject states include Oman, Armenia, Tripolitania. Okay, those nice new heavy cruisers coming out for us now. Making over 4 of those per year now, so that's pretty damn good. With a full production line. Okay, so because of that, let's actually move down the priority of those dockyards there. That should be good. Okay, we finished up there. Let's move over to the Air Force modifiers next. Making 1.75k a month now in manpower, so I like to see that. We've got a good little stockpile of manpower going for us. Still continuing to build out these new planes as well. Fighter 2s are going to be on the way in about 2 months here. Once improved infantry equipment finishes out, I may... Yeah, we should probably swing it into the support equipment, support production there. Mechanized might be nice to have here eventually. Okay, the Austrians now have trying to move in on Trieste there against the Italians. Germany's still holding on for dear life now at this point. Ukraine is not currently... Oh, they are at war there with the Third International. Okay, just finished up there. Let's get this one done at 128 days. So the next opening is going to be the fighter level 2s here, which I'll probably just swing around and get updated tactical bombers going for us next. Might make sense to build some naval bombers eventually as well. Stocking up on some of these other supplies very nicely, though. Fighters approaching 250 in the stockpile. Let's go ahead and move these air wings out like this and this. Alright. Probably not even going to need air cover for the invasion on Croatia here, to be honest. We will have to keep a watch, though, and make sure they don't join a faction or something like that at the last minute. But looking good overall, guys. Looking good overall. How are we doing on recruitments now? Yep, of course, just missing our light tanks. Okay, finally we have a free dockyard. We'll stockpile that one. We've got 7 military factories getting ready to build out some light tanks for us. How much longer are there on the light tanks? 140 days, so about 3 months or so. So before the end of 1940, we'll have that new technology in possession. About 60% of the way done on our next heavy cruiser. Okay, research-wise, down to 46 days now on the next heavy cruiser. Could plug that back into the light cruiser there. Start producing those out again. Got 13 of those older destroyers at our disposal. So lots coming up here. Missing equipment production. Okay. What we do need to do is actually move this force over to the Albanian border here, as we're actually justifying against them currently. So we'll move you guys, if we take Teal Group like this and go boom, you guys are all going to move in and make a plan. I think new divisions, we're going to start stocking up there against the Ottomans again. Okay, now if we look at diplomacy, that's looking okay. Hungary has all of that nice aluminum in there. Okay, so Teal Group is still moving into position here. I'm going to put these guys into a search and destroy mission here for the Adriatic. So when we move in on the Albanians, I'm going to trap whatever naval power they have in there. Yep, Ottomans still at war. Okay, Austrians and Italians have come to a white peace. So no full capitulation status there at all. The Egyptians have actually made it across the Suez. Interesting. Okay, we've got additional factories here that we could start plugging up. So we'll get those civilian factories back to work. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to queue up some civilian factory production here as well. And move them up the queue. That'll work. So a good mixture there. We have 1 extra dockyard and like 8 extra civilian or military factories. Cool. Alright guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.